Welcome to another edition of Chatting with Courtney. In this episode, I have the pleasure of introducing you to the new VM Foundation CEO, Samantha Charles. We will provide you with an update on how your VM is transforming lives through our foundation. I'm Courtney Campbell, Group President and CEO. Chatting with me today is a new CEO of the VM Foundation, Samantha Charles. Welcome to the VM family, Samantha.
Thank you, Courtney. Happy to be here.
Good. Before we get into the meat of the matter, tell me a little bit more about why you decided to join the VM family and what you're hoping to accomplish as a CEO of the VM Foundation.
Thank you. I would want to say that I chose the VM family because it's been a personal objective of mine to work within an environment in which I'm giving back. I believe that I've always wanted to be able to make a difference every day in whatever way possible. And so the VM Foundation has afforded me that opportunity. Almost, I would say, a perfect match of being able to make inspiring and impactful change in the quality of lives. So in terms of my objectives, I believe that I can make meaningful change through what I would want to call carefully curated opportunities, strategic partnerships, alliances that will see VM reaching more lives, more persons, touching many more lives, and certainly fulfilling its mandate to transform positively the lives of Jamaicans globally. Great.
So please share a little bit about the main areas of focus of the VM Foundation.
So VM Foundation has had three main focus areas. I would want to call them our three pillars. We look at leadership, and what this does is we are really committed to supporting national leadership initiatives, looking at initiatives that promote and foster community and individual leadership development. Youth is our next pillar. Youth is, as you know, very important. The youth are our future of this nation. So youth development is really where we look at providing opportunities for our youth, empowering them to make those bold moves that will see them lead into a very successful life. We feel that financial education and good financial literacy makes for a good young person. And recently, there was a study done through the Massachusetts Institute, and they recognize that financial literacy does provide good financial knowledge for young people, allowing them to have very strong intentions to engage in financial products. So we already knew this, I think. Right. We're leaders in financial literacy. And so definitely youth development is one of our main focus and pillars. And lastly, health and family. As you know, and everyone knows, we are in the middle of a pandemic, and this has been one of our main focus. We ride on this. This is like the fabric of the Jamaican society. And so what we want to do is to be able to focus on parenting support, healthy lifestyles, and certainly looking at how we can be partnering with national programs that will allow for increased access to healthcare.
Okay, great. So please tell us, Samantha, about some of the initiatives that will be pursued for the remainder of this year, 2021.
Right. So, Courtney, we have an exciting new initiative. As you know, we do scholarships, and VM has been doing scholarships for years, decades.
And scholarships to high school.
Scholarship to high school.
And to
tertiary institutions. Absolutely. Right. So what we're doing this year is we're adding what I want to call a new flavor, a new twist. We're giving back more. We're adding value. Mm-hmm. And you know how important it is to add value.
Right.
And so this year, we're actually partnering with the Multicare Youth Foundation on a mentorship program. So we see this as very beneficial. So instead of just giving the awards, awarding the recipients, we feel we want to be able to give them something that's a little bit more sustainable, that's lifelong, looking at life skills. And so we are partnering with this mentorship program to give our recipients in the tertiary level a mentor looking for being able to allow them to achieve their objectives, whether it's personal, academic, or career goals. And we know mentorship has so many benefits, in fact, and we want to be able to understand what is their zeal to achieve and being able to guide them, as well as we feel that mentorship will allow them the opportunity to get additional resources and knowledge, as well as we feel that in doing that, that will actually lead them to making positive life choices. We feel this is a win-win as well. Our very own team members will become mentors.
Great.
So this is also a possibility for them to discover new skills,
Great.
to discover and build on their expertise and knowledge that they already have. So we feel this is a real good program, and we're certainly looking forward to it. We think it will have very good, positive, long-term impact.
This is powerful. So we're transforming the lives of these
That's
scholarship
right.
awardees, and it is so great that VMT members are being recruited to serve as mentors.
Absolutely. They are being invited to become mentors as well, and to help this program to become what it can be, we think, which is to really achieve positive life choices.
And through the Multicare Youth Foundation, you'll have training for these mentors.
That's correct. So the Multicare Youth Foundation will actually provide the matching. So there'll be an interview process, the matchmaking will begin, and they will provide the training so that our mentors are feeling very comfortable in what they ought to do. And the Multicare Youth Foundation will actually always be there. So if they even have issues or concerns as to whether they're doing this right, saying the right things, meeting enough times, the Multicare Youth Foundation is actually going to be there on call for them.
Fantastic. So any other initiatives for the remainder of this year?
Yes, absolutely. So we move from positive life choices to one of another upcoming, which is positive parenting. We feel that certainly during this pandemic, we've coined a series called Positive Parenting in a Pandemic. And what we want to be able to do is, we know during this time it has been very stressful, it has been challenging for our parents, and VM Foundation has had parenting as also one of its focus, parenting and financial literacy. And so what we want to do is to look at the parenting side in a deeper way, being able to help our parents, young parents, single parents, to be able to handle the whole pandemic now and how it has evolved, the challenges that they've faced, and to be able to just be able to offer them tips, solutions, how to cope, strategies. And so we're having a series during the month of November, which in fact is Parents Month, and called Positive Parenting in a Pandemic. And we're going to look at some key areas that we think are areas of concern to our parents. So positive parenting, what is it? How do you parent positively? We're going to look at character building, leadership, again, tying in with our main pillar, as I said earlier. We think that our young people can all become leaders, good leaders. How do we continue to develop that within them during this time, this very challenging time? So we're also going to look at an area of discipline. What is good discipline? What is too much discipline? What is too little discipline, if there's even such a concept? But we're actually going to look at strategies, because again, parents are going through a difficult time. Children are at home, not customary to have parent and child at home. There may be some friction. We want to be able to help parents to navigate this pandemic. And lastly, but certainly not the least important, is mental health. We've been hearing a little bit about mental health. We've been hearing about how children have been impacted, and even parents themselves. So we're going to be able to bring our experts on all these areas that I've spoken about to be able to offer advice, tips and techniques and support, and being able to offer them opportunities to be able to reach out as well.
Great.
So we're looking forward to that. And lastly, I just want to hint at the fact that we're going to actually have a Christmas project looking at involving our branches right across the island. And we hope to be able to add some Christmas joy. Sharing is caring, and certainly it will be an effort of ours that will impact lives.
Great. Christmas is my favorite time of year.
It is. It's everybody's.
Just on the positive parenting sessions that will be held in November, could you tell our parents how to access those discussions?
Well, right now we will have access to those discussions through our various media channels. So YouTube, Instagram, we hope to have it right across the board. And you will be informed as well as to when those series will be running, so that you have enough time to sit, listen, and learn.
Fantastic. Okay, tell our members and clients of the VM Group, how can they support or get involved in this very important work of the VM Foundation.
Right. So yes, Courtney, our members will be able to access our online platform, which we hope to launch very, very soon. And we will certainly keep you updated as to when that launch will coincide with the revamping of our website. What the online platform will allow you to do is to be able to make donations to specific projects that we are doing. So we happily would like to engage you in that forum in terms of giving online. So we look forward to be able to allow you to have access to that launch very soon and access to that platform.
Wonderful news. I'm sure our members and clients will be happy to support at that time.
Yes.
Samantha, looking beyond 2021 into the future, could you tell us of some of the programs that you're actually thinking about and working on now for the VM Foundation?
Yes, absolutely. Again, too, very thrilled to be looking at a very wide community project. And I say wide because what we're going to be doing is looking at how we can impact and find our heroes in our various communities. And what we want to be able to do is, I want to term it as looking at the people who do the most with the least. And so we're going to go out into our communities to find those persons who really give back. They work, they live within the community, and they do so willingly from the heart. And we're going to look at how we can make a difference in their lives and impact the work that they are doing and make it even larger. And what we hope to do is even make it more sustainable. So that's certainly one of the projects that we were looking forward to for 2022. In addition, we're looking at greater support for our health project. We're looking at deepening that partnership. And what that will involve is looking at the maternity section of the St. Jago Health Center, looking at how we can provide not only infrastructure and necessary equipment, but more so even financial literacy. As I mentioned, parenting and financial literacy, we're not letting go of that theme. And so we hope to provide support in the form of financial education to the parents that do use the services of the St. Jago Health Center. And I want to say too, I would imagine lastly, one of the other projects that we're looking at for next year is, again, increased scholarships. So that's something to look forward to. Very exciting as well. What we hope to do is to increase our reach and certainly look at increasing our funding. So I know our students, our scholarship persons who want to apply for scholarships, they need to look out for that. But we certainly want to serve a wider community and reach more where that is concerned.
Great. I'm sure our young people are looking forward to that.
Absolutely.
Samantha, thanks so much for sharing with us this important news. I think all of us are excited about the work that the VM Foundation is doing to transform the lives of Jamaicans.
Thank you. It was my pleasure.
Great. And thank you for staying with us. Until next time, stay safe.